Alright, people, let's try it again. Okay, so this one is going to be financial independence and breaking codependency, right? Okay, so for me, I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been financially independent, and I've also been codependent on someone to provide for me in life. All right, so when I was financially independent, working, having my own money, being able to sustain myself, it gave me a level of power. And not only just a level of power, it gave me a certain attitude where I wouldn't accept certain things, right? So now, going from the other side, the duality of it, right? Having to depend on someone to provide your basic needs of life. So now being completely dependent on someone, making them your lifeline in order, to survive, right? So from young girls, we're taught that, we're supposed to have the Cinderella story where Prince Charming is going to come and sweep us off our feet and provide this, above average extravagant life. When in actuality, that's something that rarely happens, and it's just not the reality, for most women. So you might, meet someone who is a provider, like just a natural provider. He's generous. That's just something that he likes to do. And if that happens, that's a rarity. It just is. So and then you will have some that will provide, but it will be a level of resentment as he's providing, because he feels as if his self-worth only goes to what he can do for you, right? So now he's resentful. It's not natural. It's a forced thing, and you become a burden to him. And any children that come from that are also, a burden to him. So now that becomes something that determines your self-worth, right? So I would say that for me, I think as a woman, you need to have a level of financial independence, just so that you can provide the basic needs for yourself in your life. Because having to wait on someone to eat, or having to wait on someone to provide you anything is shortening your quality of life, right? It's hindering your ability to grow, and it's limiting and lessening your self-worth, right? So having to depend on someone will give them a sense of power over you, or a sense of level of control, where now they're feeling as if they're overseeing your life. So it puts you in a infant-like state to me, or a childlike state, where now you have someone essentially acting like your God, right? So at any given moment, the rug can be pulled underneath you, and now you're almost begging for the basic needs of life. So for instance, if he's angry and doesn't want to feed you, or doesn't feel like he wants to provide for you on that particular day or that particular night, you're gonna go without food, and you're gonna go without eating until he sees fit, until he decides that he wants to feed you. So that's a level of slavery, is it not? So now you're trading in, freedom, hoping for the Cinderella story. In all actuality, you're getting is just slavery. You're getting further oppression, right? So for me, just building back my own independence and my own financial independence and financial stability is like an extreme importance to me. because I don't want anyone to be able to determine, you know, how my life plays out, or whether I have my basic needs of life, or whether what is my quality of life, right? Because their worth and my worth, or what I feel is my worth, will never quite equal out, right? Because to them, like I said, I am a burden, I am, you know, a bill, I'm a headache, right? But to me, I am, you know, survival. I am self-preservation. So, you know, I will continue to advocate for all women to have their own source. Like, he can provide, he can give anything, you know, extra. That's wonderful. But you have to be able to provide your basic needs, so that you are your own God, and no one can, you know, hold that over your head. So it's just a brief little video for tonight. You know, just spitballing out here. But everyone have a lovely night. Be well.